So recently I bought a bag for myself that I've been wanting for a long time. When I say long time, I mean I've been wanting this bag or a bag like it for literally a decade. I've been wanting this bag since 2015. And yet, for all those 10 years of wanting this bag, I just couldn't get myself to buy it. I just couldn't pull the trigger. Until yesterday. And when I did, a sort of wave of guilt came over me. Why would you buy an expensive bag? It's just not worth it. Why not just keep using the same old backpack and luggage that you've had since you were 9? You shouldn't be wasting money when there's more important things that you need to be worrying about, like paying rent, or buying groceries, or paying off your debt, or saving up in case of a medical emergency, God forbid. And on one hand, that voice inside my head is right. There are more important things to worry about. But I've been working my ass off doing part-time jobs here and there since I was 16. And now that I've settled into the workforce, working 9 to 5 for a couple of years now, damn it, I at least deserve to buy myself a bag that I've been wanting for 10 years, right? I don't know, y'all. I've just been in a constant state of crash out ever since I bought it. And I know it's unreasonable. I know it's good to treat myself here and there. But then why do I feel so guilty? I rarely buy myself nice things. I cook most of my meals to save money, and when I moved into my apartment, I furnished the place almost entirely off of cheap, secondhand items on Facebook Marketplace or shit that I built by myself, by hand. Heck, I still don't own chairs because I haven't been able to find a good deal for them. I'm sitting on a stool right now because I haven't found any cheap chairs on Marketplace. Oh my god. So the one time I do decide to treat myself to a bag that I've been wanting for a decade, why can't I feel happy about my decision? Is it wrong to want nice things? Maybe it's the fact that the economy is in the gutter, and then on the moon, and then in the gutter again, in a span of like a single day, or the fact that billionaires are in control of the American government and are using it as their own little playground to do whatever the fuck comes to their mind at any given moment, or maybe it's the fact that everyone around me is working their asses off at their 9 to 5s or their side hustles or whatnot just to afford rent, just to put food on the table. With all that going on in the background, with all the suffering, all of the struggle, it feels almost irresponsible to splurge, to make big purchases. I sometimes feel guilty for even wanting nice things. Maybe you felt the same way. Maybe you have something that you've been wanting to buy and just haven't been able to pull the trigger. Am I alone on this? Let me know. But either way, both of us, both you and I, are struggling, working our asses off at overworked, underpaid jobs, and for what? Do we get to afford nice things? No. Do we get to start a family and have kids? No. Do we ever get to own a home? Do we ever get to travel and see the world? Do we ever get to save up for a comfortable and peaceful retirement? No. But isn't that the whole point of working? So that we can comfortably afford food, a home, healthcare, a family with plenty of leftover to use for whatever we want? The 9 to 5 with all of its additions, the time it takes to commute, the time it takes to get ready, the time it takes to eat meals, ends up leaving us with almost no time in the day for ourselves, to do the things and hang out with the people that we care about. And when the pay is only barely enough to cover rent, utilities, food, and other basic necessities, we have a problem. We exist on this planet to work. I mean, what else can we do? It's not like we can just stop working, right? I mean, we still gotta survive. And when just surviving is so unbelievably hard, it's no wonder that my generation, Gen Z, has turned to things like credit card debt and buy now, pay later to be able to get closer to living the lifestyle that has been promised to us. Our generation is drowning in debt, and half of us aren't even old enough to drink yet. Is that okay? Is our society healthy? When you want nice things and you've been told all your life to just work hard, go to school, get good grades, and you'll be able to be successful to afford all of the nice things that you want, when you've been promised the American dream and all you get is a lifetime of underpaid, overworked, unfulfilling wage labor staring back at you, it's not surprising that Gen Z has turned to debt, to buy now, pay later, to cope. Wanting nice things is normal. You see something shiny, you want to touch it and show it to your friends. That's normal. But you shouldn't have to go into crippling debt to do that. Wanting a nice bag that I can bring to work, that's normal. But I shouldn't have to spend 10 years of weighing the pros and cons of buying a bag versus the off chance I get into a medical emergency, my insurance gets denied, and then medical debts permanently cripple me and like my next 3 generations down the line. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the bag should be cheaper. After all this, I ended up getting a bag on sale and it was a pretty reasonable price. I still felt guilty though. Anyways, I'm getting off track. What I'm saying is that rent is way too high, cost of living is way too high, wages are way too low. But you already knew all of this. So then, how do we move forward? Well, you gotta think. If your money isn't going into your pockets and it's not going into my pockets, then where is it going? Well, while all of us are just struggling to stay afloat, the rich just keep getting richer. Over the past 50 years, $80 trillion has been redistributed from the bottom 90% of Americans to the top 1%. That's not just poor people. That's people living in poverty, the working class, the middle class, and even the upper middle class of Americans. We are all getting squeezed. Now, I don't care if you think you make a lot of money right now, or if you think that you're going to be making a lot of money in the future. If you're watching this video, you are getting squeezed. And you will continue to get squeezed just like the rest of us, just like the rest of your fellow Americans. Today, just 3 people, I won't name any names, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg, own more wealth than half of America combined. I think I know where our money is going. Okay, that one was real. So if you want nice things, if you don't want to spend all of your time worrying about work, about how you're going to afford rent, how you're going to find time to spend with your friends and your family when you gotta pay the bills, then you know what we need to do. It's about time that we started taxing wealth, not work, and reinvest that into our communities, which have been neglected for so long. It's about time we make healthcare affordable and accessible for everyone. It's about time we build affordable housing and livable cities with good public transportation options. We have to create the future that we want to see. We deserve nice things. Our kids deserve nice things. It's about time that we make that a reality.